Hey Slayers, what's up? It is your girl Tiana, aka the Swagslayer, creator of the Swagslayer Talk, right here weekdays at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Swagslayer Fashion YouTube channel, live stream to the Swagslayer page on Facebook. Today we were gonna have Christy from Christy's Attic. However, she had something that she had to handle, so we will have her back at another time. But still remember that we will be doing the live sale this evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Instagram. Christy will not be able to join us for that one either, but it is still all four of us, myself, Moxie, Sugar Bears 04, and Ash Fit Live 2018 _ Poshmark. So we will be there doing our thing. Of course, today I have my lovely co-host Rhonda from the Pink Diva Studios. Be sure to be following her on Instagram and subscribe to her right here on YouTube so you don't miss Hump Day Happy Hour every other Wednesday, and Brunch with Diva on Instagram on Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So today we're just going to do a wrap up of the week and other articles that we've come across that are very interesting. One of the articles, well, let's just be real. Rhonda found all the articles, okay?
I did, but I just went back and scrolled to see how many articles I've sent you. So, but I kind of want to just touch on this for a second. Is that I sent you the one about Poshmark and their stock, wasting time for sellers, and I'm just like, say what now? What is really going on?
Hey Terry.
And so it says Poshmark stock has cratered down to earth after a euphoric first day of trading. And I'm like, well, isn't it always like that when you first get stock? It's up. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up. Okay. So I'm just like, okay, so I know that's how, it goes on the first day. Everybody's all hyped about it up until the day of trading. Then everybody's just like, yeah. And now it said it's cratered to earth. I was like, dang, those are some strong words.
Cratered. Yeah. What's up, Penny?
Hey, Penny. And it says the long-term outlook is questionable because it charges the highest marketplace fees and faces extreme competition from all angles.
Right. But that's what
But that's what stock is all about, really.
Right. That's what you do.
You ride the wave of that. You ride that roller coaster. Right. I mean, again, if it's up, then it's up. And then when it go plunging down, it plunges down. It's up to you to decide at that point if you're going to continue to ride the wave.
Right. And long hold, because stocks are a long hold unless you're day trading or, you're quarterly trading, which I know they call something else, but I call it quarterly trading because it makes sense in my brain. Because right now the share price is $40.41. I think when we did the IPO, we paid $45, $50. I can't even remember, but it did double. I think it had to be about $45, $50 because it doubled at 100, which you could have sold and doubled your money. Or you can just long hold. I chose to long hold mine just because I thought it was a smart idea just to wait to see where it was going to go. So what I spent $450 for a long hold to see where it'll be in 5 years from now. You know what I'm saying? 6 years from now, whatever the case. But some people did get in and get out, which, hey, you can do that too.
That's your option to do.
Right. And yes, Terry always has all the facts, y'all. Okay, please. She is like,
that's her jam. That's her jam. So she should have all the facts. You know what I'm saying?
So, and if I had, because I digital currency trade, because some people don't know, you really don't trade, you buy and whatever. But anyway, and so I had all my money in there. But if I wasn't waiting for it to go up and I had, other liquid funds, I would have purchased the whole 150 stocks that they allowed you to purchase. And I would have sold at least half of them and doubled my money and then moved it, somewhere else, because that's what you do when you're an investor. Like, you see an opportunity, like right now, you're going to double your money. You go all in, you double your money, and then you move it around and maybe leave some there. But because I had my money elsewhere, that was gonna 10x, 11x, and 12x my money. I was like, no, I'm not gonna move it to put it over to double.
Right.
So that's the only reason I didn't buy the whole 150. I bought the minimum just so I could, have the stock. But Poshmark is every stock I believe, is a long hold. If you're not going to just get in and get out as soon as it goes up, it's a long hold. Investing isn't for right now. You're not going to get rich tomorrow
Right. You're
off
not. You're
investing.
not.
I mean, some people will,
I
but
mean, not on a rare occasion. I think some
right.
people have, but
Yes, it's like winning the lottery when you do that.
Right. It's just a journey. It's
It
just
is.
ever changing. It's just ever changing. And here it says social selling is a major. Excuse me. Is a major. Oh God. Excuse me. Social selling is a major time hog for sellers. It makes it not worth the hassle for many sellers. This is a business. Time is valuable. The company will struggle to be profitable and trades at a high price to sales. Hold on, multiple.
And that's okay. While you're taking a sip, that is another thing. Like, yes, so many people have to spend time sharing and all of that. And then they frown upon bots or any automation. But at the end of the day, the people who sustain their business on Poshmark, they're using automation. They're using bots because no human has the time. Even if you were locked away and that's all you could do was Poshmark all day and all night, you still physically can't do all of that. You have to sleep at some point. You have to stop to eat. You have to use the restroom. You need to exercise. So you just can't possibly do that. So the very successful poshers are automating, and more people are becoming more and more vocal about how they have automated their business, and they are just fed up because, like we've talked about before, Poshmark has suspended accounts and cut people out because they were using automation because they have a life. And so people were talking about that. They don't want that to happen again. But like I said, more and more people and even bigger sellers are becoming very vocal about using automation on Poshmark because they just do not have the time to continue to share. But as you know, that's how you game the system. Every time you share your item, it's at the top of that brand, that category, and that's how it gets seen. So it can be purchased by someone. So, I mean, what are you going to do? Like, they're going to have to rearrange their
which is why they have their own automated system now.
Yes.
They have their, they can't. I mean, if what is it? What is that saying? If you can't beat them, join them.
Join them.
So, I think that that's the reason too, is that so many people have been vocal about, look, we don't have time for this. I don't have time to sit here every day, share 4 times a day, or however many times you share a day.
Well, on that note, on the sharing, not to cut you off, I'll never forget, I was watching one of their big events, like where Poshmark was there and they had their Poshmark experts and stuff. And one of the ladies, I can't remember her name, and I wish I had this clip. She said, she was like all excited, like, oh my God, da, 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 saying all this stuff. And then she was like, yeah, you're X times more likely to make a sale if you share your closet 10 times a day. And at that very moment, I just thought, ma'am, do you hear the words coming out of your mouth? Who has time to share their closet 10 times a day? What? Even if I had 100 items in my closet, I don't have time for that. That's why I have
nobody does. And here in this article, it was saying Poshmark is a social marketplace for selling used goods. Now, see, this just goes back to what I say. Poshmark is more. What is that? What is that? Well, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but it describes itself as a social spot. I mean, and that's where the sharing comes in. They want you to communicate with your customers and do all this, that, and the other, which I have no problem with. Right. But, some people are like, well, I don't have time to do all that. Well, see, Poshmark is based on social.
It is.
It's just like another social media platform, except we just sell clothes or whatever else, home goods or whatever. Yeah. But it says that I think of this person says, I think of it like Instagram and if Instagram and eBay were combined. And I was like, well, I guess that's a good way to put it.
And that's really what it is.
Yeah, that's really what it is. I mean, because I tell you I'm on Macari. Well, you can talk to your customer on there, but somehow I just feel like when you communicate on Poshmark, it's just a whole different vibe, It's just a whole different vibe. And you can tell, I can tell the difference. I don't know why anyone else, but I can tell the difference from my conversation over here with people on Poshmark and people over here on Macari. And
Yes.
it's just a whole different vibe for me because it's like over here on Macari, I'm just, I answer the question or whatever. But then when you go to Poshmark, you're like all charged up. Yes, let me answer this question. Yeah, I'm just like, and I didn't think of that until I read this. And I was like, well, I guess that's true because I just be charged up, answer questions over on Poshmark, and then Macari be like, oh.
And that is so funny.
And I guess because of the questions on Macari, is this still available? Do you still see it?
Right, exactly. And it's like that on Facebook Marketplace. It's just those generic questions they push out.
Yes. And I was like, oh my God. Whereas on Poshmark, even though, sometimes you get tired of the same old questions, what is the length of this? What is, da, 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 da. But then I'm like, okay, well, let me just give me a second. Let me go pull that. And then, I just go about my business,
That is so funny to me because the way you feel about Poshmark, Macari questions, that's how I feel about all of them. I don't answer any of them. Listen, you either want to buy it or you don't want to buy it. And I'm okay with that because also Poshmark is not my only income source.
Right.
So I spend a lot of time doing other stuff. But with that being said, I forgot what I was going to say. Something. At the same token, people have to take mental breaks from social media. Yeah. So when you're taking a mental break from Poshmark now, you're not making any money, and that could be discouraging. So, how does a person balance out their life but still be able to have that additional income to pay off student loans, to pay off, credit card debt, to have vacation money, whatever they're selling for, and not, interfere with that. And on Poshmark, that does make it a little tricky. I like the platform doing the social thing, and we've met so many people. I mean, you and I are on here and know each other because of Poshmark, but it also comes down, it is business. I need to be able to run my business. And as an entrepreneur, a solopreneur, which so many of us are, you need to have your time to be able to use, yes, exactly, in other spaces. So they may have to overcome that eventually, and, not change their platform, but allow other things on the platform so that they can stay relevant. Because honestly,
and I think that's why they came up with this whole sharing system that they have in place is because, again, if you can't beat them, join them. If you've got an overwhelming amount of people who say, I'm not sharing because I don't have time to share that many times. I don't have time out of my day. I'm a part-time seller.
Right.
I'm a
full-time job. Yes.
Yeah. And those people don't have time to share all that kind of time because really and truly, I think as individuals, everybody does not share the same. Everyone shares at different times. Everyone, shares on different days. I can't tell you that you and I, well, you don't share them. Let me, Terry, Terry shares a lot. I actually share, sometimes I have certain days where I just want to sit down and that's all I want to do, but I don't share all the time. I do not, other people's closets. This is what I'm saying. Other people's closets. I don't, but I share, continuously throughout the day. But, of course, I do share during the parties. Now, that's something I do. Definitely. I have a plus size party of 4 today. So I don't even share
my own stuff to the party anymore. I stopped doing that. So I used to share.
This is why it works so different because you don't answer questions. You don't share.
I don't get measurements.
Anything. You don't do measurements. You're like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Here it is. It's listed. And so, and you still make sales. You see what I'm saying? How it works so different for everybody. Now, me, I hit all the time zones. I hit some parties that apply to me, which now seems like all of them, almost. But I don't share a lot of people's closets all the time. I have certain people in my rotation now that I just put in my rotation, the other day. And I'll be sharing. But other than that, I just don't really have the time in between everything else I do to share all the time. 10 times a day would be absurd if I had to sit down and do that. My VA
does
have a VA.
Yeah. So and that's okay. Like she gets paid to do that, so she does it. But yeah, I have other things to do. Like I mean, she works. That is her job. That's her project. So for her to do it is no big deal. But for me, I cannot. Like I have other projects that I'm working on that I have to get to. I don't even share other people's closets unless like we're doing some sort of support for someone, and they're like share so and so's closet just for support. I will share their closet, but I don't share other people's closets either. The only thing I do on Poshmark is my VA shares my closet. I send offers. That's it. I don't do anything else.
Yeah, that's my jam right there. I send offers to likers all the time, and which
Which
is a lot of. I mean, I do get a lot of sales out of
and there's
doing
an automated system for that too. I don't know the name of it and I don't know how to use it, but sometimes I'm thinking I need to find out because that is time consuming as well. I know.
Well, my thing will do that. My VA will do that, but I just haven't said it like that and stuff because I do different things for different items.
Right. Mine is the same. My I have a strategy for offers. So my VA, she probably could. Maybe. Oh, and actually, I'm just thinking about. I talked about it with my husband. I was like, I think I'm gonna start having her send these offers too because I would rather not open my Poshmark app ever. The only time I want to do something that has to do with Poshmark is when I open the email, print the label, and ship the item. I don't want to open the app. I don't care. I'm not shopping. I have this screen share pulled up because I know we talked about this as well about the Poshmark sidekick thing. Were we prepared to speak about that as well?
Oh yeah, we can.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I'm gonna put it on the full screen
today.
Yes. So, Rhonda found this thing called the Poshmark Sidekick. It says effortlessly arrange your closet by sharing items with a simple grid layout. So it's kind of like looking at your grid layout for Instagram, and then you just put them in the order, and then I'm assuming it just shares it for you. I did not read this entire thing because it's on Gumroad, by the way. It was like $17 a month, which I mean that's not expensive, but
how many times? A 7-day trial.
Right.
It has a quick mobile guide, quick start desktop guide. So it gives you all those different options. Right here it says
I didn't see what it said. How many
offer codes have been updated with new reoccurring prices. So like monthly, $17.99, quarterly $47.99, every 6 months $92.99, and yearly is $157.
Which is, but then I couldn't find it. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, because I just may be in the wrong place or looking for something they don't do. How often does it share? I don't think I understand how it works. Maybe you could break that down for me.
Well, see, now here it says, right, this is what we were just talking about. Automated bots are prohibited on the Poshmark platform, making this option for all, making this option easy for all the Poshers. Share more while following Poshmark terms of service. So I'm like, okay, well, really, isn't that kind of what y'all are doing?
Right. Like I'm so confused. And so I was like, do I put everything in order on this grid? And then when I share my closet, even if I share, like say I have all shirts and then all pants, say I share a pair of pants to the party, is it just going to automatically put it back in the right order? Like, I don't understand the service.
See, I mean, I'm not up on the service, and I haven't really heard too many people talk about it. The people I have heard have said that it was just too expensive. And I'm thinking, okay, so it's $17 a month, which is less than what I pay a month.
Right.
And then you go with the whole quarterly.
Let's watch the video, because I didn't watch the video. Let's see.
Convert your ordinary Poshmark closet into
the video already started. Okay, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see what they were saying.
So it is a Chrome extension.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't need this music. That's driving me crazy. So, okay, it's a Chrome extension like LISTPERFECTLY. We all know how to use one of those.
Mm-hmm.
But I just, like, what's the service do is what I could not figure out. Okay, let's skip that because we know how to put a Chrome extension. Okay, this is the monthly. You hit subscribe, put in your payment information. So you have a license key. Okay.
And start sharing. I'm trying to see how to
And you
start sharing.
activate it. So you can share to the party or to your followers, but how does it stay in order? That's the part I'm confused about.
I'm trying to look on here.
Oh, it looks like this. Click item to share.
Right.
And that's it. You just click it and it shares. Oh, it looks like you just click it once. But then I still have to do it. No, my VA. Share from any category, easy and fast. So you share
I'm
other
not
people's stuff
understanding
too?
the point of it. Shares the grid. Okay. That is cool. There is a pro and a con to all platforms. At least you can share and get sales. eBay and Macari want to be fed all the time. Yeah.
Well, I think it's just a one-click share instead of, if you share from Poshmark, you have to click the item and then click party or click we're not promoting this product, by the way, you guys. We're just looking at it, trying to understand how it works and bring you guys the information on it, because we're still this isn't anything that we've used or we have. We're just trying to help you guys understand how it works. But it just looks like it's a one-click share instead of the click and then click followers or click and then click party. So you just click once, and it just, but I'm not sure the point of the grid, but I guess so you can see everything on one page and then you can scroll and find it.
But does it put it back where it belongs?
I can't tell.
I couldn't tell either. That's why I was like, does it put it back where it belongs?
Terry says, shares the grid. Okay, that is a cool. There's a pro and a con to all platforms. At least you can share and get sales. eBay and Macari want to be fed all the time. Yes, and even with Macari, oh man, I almost fell out my own chair. Okay. Even with Macari, I don't do anything over there either. I just post it. And I'm always surprised when I have a sale. I say, oh, I saw something, okay. Because I literally just cross-list it with LISTPERFECTLY, and then I don't open the app again until someone sends me an offer or it says I need to ship something. So I don't spend a lot of time. I mean, y'all already know, after the live show, I'm done for the day. Like, I do not work after the live show. I mean, I do now with Amazon. But before Amazon, after the live show, I kicked my heels up and I was finished for the entire day. So I don't do a lot of stuff on my platform with an S, because now I have multiple, but I do still, make the income that I want to make with those platforms. And I actually make a little bit more now because Poshmark, like I said, I hit the ceiling at Poshmark. I cannot seem to make over this amount no matter what I do. So I did add the other platforms that bring in, a couple, $100, like every 2 weeks or whatever, something like that. I don't have my chart in front of me, but it does help me have extra income. And then thank goodness for Amazon, because that's a whole nother beast that I can really sink money into and get money out of. So I do enjoy that. But I think so often we encourage people to spend so much time on these platforms. From my personal experience, was sinking all kind of time into those platforms and was not getting a result that I was happy with for the time that I felt like I was putting in. I was just like, where is the rest of this money? Like I could work. I mean, I have a bachelor's degree now, don't get me wrong, but I could have gone to a job and done less work and made more money. So I was like, what are we doing here? So
that's true. I mean,
that's
that
something
is
to think
true.
about. Yeah.
It is definitely something to think about. Terry said you have to keep posting with it. Are you meaning keep listing with it, Terry?
Probably.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as far, I don't know. I guess I'm torn because I listen to you and you say you don't list every day. Because I think
haven't listed in 2 months.
And then I hear someone else say, well, I got to list today because you got to list every day in order to keep the da 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 da. But my whole thought on the algorithm is Oh, I think the algorithm works differently for everybody. I don't think that there's just one set thing. I just don't.
Right.
I
And
think that
I think it's
while
a
my thing might
conglomerate.
be going like this, and
Right.
then somebody else's is down here like this, and somebody might be here in the middle, and then it shoots up when it wants to, whether you're working on it, whether you're listing, whether
Right.
you're sharing or whatever. I just think the algorithm, and I've shared this with Terry, I just think it all works differently for everyone. I
And
don't
I
even
think it's
believe that
different
it goes back and
times.
forth.
I don't
Yeah,
even
I
think
don't.
it's I don't think it's you, me, Terry. I
Right.
think the algorithm does what it does. And if you
Yes.
happen to get in when it's doing
To
what it
fall
does on
in.
that
Yeah.
one thing it's
Exactly.
doing that day, then you good. Like you on the right wave that day. You know what I'm saying? So
Say it, sister, because that is how I feel about it. I have said that it's just different for everyone. I mean, I think if again you put it perfectly, if you just happen to the wave is coming and you
yeah.
just happen to fall up in it, then there you go. But
Yep.
if you down here and you miss that wave, well, you need to wait till the next
You
one.
gotta
But
wait. Yes.
I and it doesn't matter. I don't really believe that it matters if you list every single day, every single day, every single. Now I'm listing, try to list every day because I just got a bunch of new stuff.
Right. You want to get it up.
But yeah, and I want to get it up. So, that would be my reason for listing all the time. But even when I didn't have stuff to really list and I could just maybe relist or whatever, I still made sales. If I
Right.
didn't relist, I still made sales
Right.
because, and the funny thing is now all of a sudden, all the stuff that I've had on there for a while is the stuff that's selling.
Of
I'm like,
course.
what in the
Yep.
fresh? But
Yep.
I mean, but I'm just like, that is so. I mean, today I woke up to a sale for a skirt that I had on there for a while. I got it in a porch pickup.
Yep.
Y'all hear me say that all the time. When I tell you I love a good old porch pickup because
Yes. Yes.
I didn't spend what? Nothing.
Okay.
But
Free
you
inventory.
know, yeah, free inventory. And I was like, oh well, let me go find that because I knew where it was at or whatever. Now, over the last week, it's been old stuff,
Yep.
new stuff. So it's
Yep.
just kind of balancing, it's just kind of like wherever the chips fall is that's what it is.
Yes.
So
And it also, I mean, all those things help. Listing, I used to list the rule when I first started on that I heard was list 3 a day. Okay. Plus it was
mm-hmm.
the 30-minute rule. You remember that? Oh, there was a video on it. Like, so you get up and in 30 minutes, you know how you go into edit, copy list, what not copy, it's like edit, whatever the little things are when you go into, say you're going to edit your listing.
Oh,
And so
you hit edit and then you go and you do whatever you
and
need
there's
to do.
another button and then it's list. They said do
Yeah.
that to like 30 of your items, then do this, do that.
No, I never did that.
I used to do the 30-minute method because I was new and didn't know what was happening. So I was like, yeah, let me try that, right? And then share to this party, share to that party, list 3 a day. I only started relisting after I got List Perfectly. So I've only been relisting since November. But I saw when I started relisting, I did see things that I relisted sell like that same day. So I always saw the value in relisting. I just didn't do it because I thought, well, by the time I relist an item, I could just list a new item. But that's also because I didn't have a service like List Perfectly. I was manually doing it. But now that I have List Perfectly, it's like click, 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 done. So I'm a proponent with relisting. I am a proponent for relisting. That's important. But like I said, whatever makes you comfortable, whatever you have time with, whatever's not going to stress you out. You can't be like,
I just don't list like that. I don't relist like that. I really don't. I mean, I relist some things, like I say, I go through spells. Now I don't relist some people relist every week. Some people relist, once or twice a month.
Right.
I'm like, well, I might feel like it today, and I
might
feel
like it. Yes.
Items. A few items. I do not relist my whole entire closet.
Oh, well, some people do.
Well, Tina does. Splendor Lily Posh. Now,
yes,
she does that. I think once. She has a day that she just relists her whole closet, and then she has days where she'll relist just a few things.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm down with a few things because I don't want to relist all my closet.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever relist the whole thing. That's time, but that's also, even though I pared back from 1,100 items, I still have 600 items. That's a lot to read.
That's a lot, child.
Like I relisted all my swim that didn't sell last year, this year, just because the season was changing, and I sold a whole bunch of it because I relisted it right as the season was changing and right when people were getting their Joe bucks, as you call them. So that helped. But also because they put them back at the top because they were there since last year. So the listing was technically a year old. Now it's a brand new listing. So that's why I did all my swimwear. But even with like, I know I said that I haven't listed in 2 months. It's not technically true because I think I've listed probably 15 or 20 items in the last 2 months. And that was just because I got new sneakers in and I was like, oh, let me put the sneaker. It's very easy for me to list sneakers. But any new clothing I have not listed. But even if you think about that, if I've only listed 20, and I'm not talking about March because March was the list 1,000. So pretend March didn't exist. I'm talking about the 2 months before March. So January and February. I had got new shoes. I only listed about 20 of them to Poshmark because that's my go-to. I list them sometimes other places, but if I'm barely listing and still making sales, you know, that works for me because my closet was so big. I already had so much inventory. A person who has a smaller closet, you gotta, you have to have the inventory to sell. So if I have 1,100 items available for sale, yeah, I don't have to list anything because there's stuff there for somebody to buy.
Right. And see, I do have a smaller closet. I mean, I can't even remember how many available items I have because it seems like every time I get to a number, then I make a sale, which I'm not complaining about. But, you just have to pick up from there and read. Right. And because if I make 5 sales, then I go back in and list another 5 items.
Right. Exactly. And that's smart.
Stuff. Yeah. And I do that. Now I have done this too. If I make those 5 sales, then I go and I relist 5 items. And I've done that as well because I like to switch it up and try different things and see what's going to work. I just don't have one certain thing that really works. I mean, some people do, but I don't. I just try different things to see what's going to work for me, what's going to work for my closet.
Sharing for me on Poshmark is really, if you have items for sale, they're trendy, they're priced at a decent place where somebody can send you an offer. It's not like a $20 item you got a price for $100. Like, it's a reasonable price. It's going to sell. It's the sharing that keeps your thing on the forefront. It keeps it in front of a customer because now it's at the top of the search. So when they search, then your items will come up. They won't be way at the bottom because at the end of the day, how many pages are people scrolling through? Most of the Poshers are searching by their size anyway because they went and filled in their size in the beginning when they made their Poshmark account. They never update that junk because nobody knows how to do it. So if you have their size, it's going to show up at the top, So sharing is what's important.
So right now I'm right at 200 available listings. So, and that's great. That's, I say, I try to hold steady just there. Now that's going to go up because I'm going to I'm going to list items today. But I tell you that I just don't take a lot of time. Like I said, my VA list all the time. I hit all the time zones in between here, this, that, and other. I share the parties that apply to me. And and offer to likers. That is my routine.
And I think those offers
works out for me. Yeah,
that's important too, because people want an offer, and some people, with the history of Poshmark. Now, granted, I've been on there less than 3 years. It seemed that people were really rude when you sent an offer, and everyone's offer, what you consider low, is different. Like, your perspective on low is different. So what I might send you an offer for, I think is reasonable. You think I'm disrespecting you. So I think people have kind of gotten away from wanting to actually send offers just because of all the negativity. Because I've seen people send an offer and the seller literally chewed them out in a comment. Why? Just counter offer and move on with your life. So I think people are hesitant to send offers for that reason.
I'm going to tell you about when I guess it was kind of when I first started or whatever, because my friend said, you got to share, do all that. So I had already done all this. I didn't share it. I'm an ambassador. I did all the work. And then later on, it was like someone I got that little notification. So and so is dressing you. I'm like, what?
The bundle.
What you dressing me for? I mean, girl, putting outrageous. And one girl put a Gucci bag. Like I was gonna spend that kind of money on Gucci. I don't like Gucci like that, first of all. But the nerve of her to think that I was gonna pay X amount of dollars for this Gucci bag and not even know if it's real. But it just kind of, that's what threw me off from styling people, making bundles for people. Right. I'm not gonna just up and do that. Now what I will do is if I see that you've 5 or 6 items, I will go ahead, send a nice little message. I'll bundle it for you, send a nice little message, make the offer, and go on about my business. Now that's what will sell for me if I do it that way. I'm not gonna just randomly pick you at the crowd and say, "Oh, let me just send you this because you like it." And I haven't liked a thing. Lord knows I didn't like that Gucci bag, but I was really put off about bundling.
Yeah, people were clicking "style me" by mistake before Poshmark kind of fixed it. And so people were requesting to be styled and didn't realize they requested it. And so then the person who got the request was putting stuff in their bundle. And it was just very awkward because one, you didn't know you requested it. So now the person's responding to your request and thinking they're helping. And so there was all this mix up, but they finally fixed it where it's harder. Not that face you're making. It's harder to request the styling. So yeah.
Because I mean, it was really off-putting to me. And I've said it before publicly that I was like, I'm not sending bundles because, I don't want anybody to do me that way. And at first that's how I felt like people looked at it. Like I looked at it. And I heard so many people talking, oh, I hate when they style me. Why are they doing this? And I felt the same way. But now, honey, please, if you've liked over 3 items in my closet, I'm sending you a bundle and an offer and a nice little note to let you know that, this is your discount, blase, something nice,
Exactly.
So,
Terry's right.
I mean, lowball. And, I think that I kind of laugh at that. I laugh at all of them. Like I said, I had a shirt on Macari for $12.
Yeah.
Woke up that morning, the lady offered me $7. Okay, so you're gonna pay almost $5 in shipping to end up paying the same price. So I would have rather if worked out a different shipping amount for you and you just bought it. But I was just like, girl, no, bye. And somebody else had the same brand for $18 or whatever, and at that point I was just like, it's just not even worth it for me because I wasn't going to make anything on the end. So, and that came out of a Jomar box. So, I at least had to make over $5 on this item.
Yes, because you have to make an account for the money. Yeah. Girl, why didn't have my lights on?
Now, granted, I think I have already paid for that box, but it's the principalities for me.
Well, yeah, because I do mine per item. Some people do theirs a little bit differently. So,
I go by
I do mine per item.
How much my box is, how much I'm paying per item. Because in that particular box, I think I paid closer to like $375, maybe $350 something, maybe $350 something item. Okay, so I at least need to make at least on this little shirt $6-7.
Right. To cover.
Yeah. To make it worth my time. So that sale for me wasn't worth that. But on Macari, it's so different how you have to
how do you counter offer on Macari? Because I'm not familiar with that.
Most of the time they send a message. That's how we have a conversation.
Well, it comes in a message. Yeah.
It comes in a message. And then I go back and I say, I'm sorry, I can only take this amount for this particular item.
So you can't send a counter offer?
And I say, I put that in the message.
Oh, because I've only accepted offers on Macari. I've never counter offer. So I've sent offers on Macari and accepted offers on Macari. I've never counter offer because most of the time, like I tell y'all all the time, Slayers, I like to hit the accept button. Boop.
I do too, though. But I have my limits now. I have my limits.
We all do.
Normally, I don't haggle back and forth. If I send an offer to likers, normally they're accepted. They don't come back and say anything. Here lately, I've been getting full price sales, so I wake up to that. I appreciate that. But if I'm having a conversation with someone about a sale and I have this item for, $35, but I send you an offer for less than, and then you come back and ask me for $1 or $2, I'm not going to haggle over $1 or $2.
Right, exactly.
Because the first place, I've already set the bar high, so I can have some leeway in there that includes my fees and shipping.
Yes. And that's what we're supposed to do. Like, just make sure it's all inclusive. So when someone does send you an offer, you're free to accept it or at least counter offer, because you're like, again, your idea of a low ball is different than my idea of a low ball. I laugh when people are like, oh, they send me a low ball offer. And I'm like, oh, I would have accepted that in a heartbeat. So
yeah, I mean, you know what? And I think too, this goes back to the size of your closet and what you have invested in it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the things in my closet are porch pickups. Another section of my closet is my online arbitrage.
Right.
Another section is, stuff that I've sort like this stuff coming up came from my sourcing,
right.
Last weekend. So, I mean, everything is a little different, but come on now. I mean, if I don't have anything in it, I'm not going to haggle back and forth. Sure. Bye.
Yes, you may have it. I'm saving it from a landfill. Yeah. I'm making my money on the back end. You're happy with the offer that you sent me. No problem. And so I do that all the time. Like, I don't mind at all. I really enjoy hitting the accept button. And again, my closet has 600 items in it. There's some in there that I could take, more offers than others. not the
child, honey. I just can't imagine. I'm telling you, I started looking at all these clothes I have in there because, now the wall in my bedroom is just lined with boxes and overflowing with clothes, but which is good. Yeah, I'm good with that. Some of it's already listed, and I'm just working on trying to keep up with some new stuff, and the other stuff I have for fall that I've gotten. So I put that back, But my point is that when you have a smaller closet, I think it does take a little bit more work. I think you do have to keep it fresh all the time. But when I get to a certain point in this closet size, I can't let it get out of hand.
Yeah, I think 300, 350 is a good place, because even when I pared down to 650, I still felt like that extra 50 were too many. So I think I have like 610, 611. And let me just, because I had the 1,100 items, I just marked 450 of them not for sale. And then that's how, I pared it down. So as the things start to sell, I just mark them back for sale. And then they just go back into the sharing rotation, and then they'll sell, because I've sold at least 100 and something items since I marked it, down, and I've just been adding them back in, and it's been fine. And so there is going to come a point where I'm going to have to start listing again, because I'm going to sell through that 450 that I originally put not for sale. And then I don't want it to get much lower than 600. Like 600 is like my new sweet spot, as opposed to 1,100 used to be.
Right. Girl, that was just, I just can't even, wouldn't even know what to do with myself if I got that high up, and I'd be like forgetting what I had. I'd be forgetting what I had and all that, because oh my gosh, it's just, and now since my inventory is just all willy-nilly right now, because I'm gonna have to do a complete overhaul. But I have enough issues trying to find one thing sometimes.
Well, okay, wait. We got to talk about your organization then, because I could go right in out of 1,100 items and pick my item up.
I used to could do that. I had it all set. It was all number and file and everything.
Yes.
Once this move happened, now my stuff is all willy-nilly. I'm looking for stuff. I got stuff stuck somewhere I can't get to.
Are you using your Joe Bucks to get your shelves and your boxes?
I sure am. Come on, Joe.
I know, because Joe is behind schedule. I can't wait to see this tour of the new thing, like the reel.
And
of you
I'm
putting this
definitely
stuff
going
together.
to, yes, it will be a definite before and after reel, honey.
Yes.
Because I tell you, and I was just telling, Brown, I was like, honey, she was over there at her house bored. And I said, oh, well, once you come over here, you will not be bored because I got that work for you.
Yes.
Got that work for you. Because, honey, that's going to be, we got to go through, get the whole thing cleaned out, get the shelves up, and then we got to do all the inventory all over again.
Yeah, and then you have to make sure it's inventoried right with the right number in the right space on the right listing. Yeah, trust me, I've done that.
I got it. And she has helped me both times when I switched inventory systems the first time, because at first when I started, I just had stuff throw it over here, throw it over there. And then I finally got the bins and all that, and then bought everything to get the inventory system well. And we've done it, we've done it the first time, and then every time, like almost, maybe once or twice a month, I would go back in and do all the inventory. I print out my inventory sheet from Poshmark, do all that. So I had it down. Now once I moved, honey, the movers, they just put stuff, just everywhere, broke my boxes. I mean, it was just, oh my God, it was horrible. So that's why it's in such a disarray right now. But honey, look, the Joe Bucks come on, honey, I'm gonna get the shelves, and I've got to get some more the banker boxes and some new plastic, well, not new, but some more plastic bags. Because I technically use Ziploc bags, put the number on those, and store them. I don't ship in my Ziploc bags because I don't like that look.
Right, and you want to reuse them, so
and I do reuse them just like that. Penny said I'm back, and I do reuse them because once I take that item out, I can replace it with a new item. Just change the description where I have it written. So I'm just like, I can't deal with it anymore. So, honey, as far as I know, it should be on the way soon because because
it was a schedule for you. I was like, Joe.
Well, honey. Well, come to find out, honey, it was Social Security that was behind schedule. So I'm like, oh, but don't y'all come on now? I don't need y'all be playing with my coins.
Yes, I'm so excited to see the little storage area. I can't even wait.
Girl, if I took a picture of it now, y'all be looking like, what is going on in that madness? But but I just think that at some point in time, it's time to restructure things, and this is one of those things. You just have to. I don't know how people don't have an inventory system.
Girl, me neither.
I just don't.
The more and more I got stuff, I realized I can't just remember where it is.
Right.
I'm sorry, something ringing in your house? Oh, I thought I heard a ringing, and then you looked to the side, and so I was like, what?
No. Out the corner of my eye, I saw something, and I was like, what?
Oh, the man on your TV that we always think is in your house?
It was a man on my TV, actually.
Okay, Slayers, just so y'all know, after the live show, we usually talk backstage, but then Rhonda will turn her computer, and there have been times where I'm looking down, and she's turned her computer, and I look back up, and I'm like, oh my God, there's a man in her apartment, but it's the television. Jesus.
That was so funny that day. That was hilarious. But I tell you, I don't know how people survive without an inventory system. Bye, Terry. Talk to you soon. It upsets me when I can't find something that I know is listed.
Right.
And so if I didn't even have that to go by, oh my God, I'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy. I think Terry's clubhouse is tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Well, I don't remember. I hope it's well because I will not be there.
Wait, I have so many tablets. That's the wrong one. Hold on.
Oh my God.
I think this is the right one.
Nisha,
when is the clubhouse? That might be the wrong time. I think it's 5 p.m. Didn't Lewis say it was at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time?
Yes, he did say that.
LM3. And it's today though, right?
I want to say it's today. I think it is.
I can't remember. I haven't been on Clubhouse in so long.
Well,
I can't remember how to find the
well, I'm
stuff.
gonna tell y'all, I don't really keep up because I'm not there.
Right,
So,
Okay, but if y'all are on Clubhouse, make sure that you go to Terry's Instagram. I'm sure she has it posted. I want to say it's today at 5 p.m., 5:30 p.m., something like that. It's going to be about Amazon. It's her, Anisha from Geeky Niche, Lewis from Lewis More 3 on Instagram, formerly known as Sir Flips a Lot, always in my life known as LM3. So oh dang, I'm trying to pull it up. Girl, I haven't been on Clubhouse in so long. I don't even remember how to use the app. But it's here somewhere. And then of course it will be on my stories. As long as she has posted it on her Instagram page, I will add it to my stories for later on, so you guys do not miss out on that. And I plan to go, if I don't forget, just to support, because I'm sure it'll be good conversation and good ideas for Amazon and such like that, because even if you're not ready right now, I think it's a good idea to always hear kind of how it goes, so you know what to expect, so you can make a decision and say, yeah, that is something I want to add to my repertoire to be able to bring in additional income. Yeah, I don't see it. Dang, I'll add it to my stories though when I finally find it, because I do believe it is tonight. I don't have anything else. Those were the things we're going to talk about today. Fill y'all in on.
Yeah. Well, we just kind of went over as we talked about all this Poshmark and inventory and all that. But we'll pick up again, because I really want to get maybe next week sometime we can talk about this whole Clubhouse thing. Do you like it? Don't like it? How it goes.
Wait a minute. The man on the TV, girl. The man on the TV. I'm not mad at you, okay? That is hilarious. Yeah, the man on the TV might.
Penny wants to know information about Nisha.
Her it's in the description below. Her name is Nisha Howell. Her Instagram is Geeky Niche. She's in the comments, but her book is in the description below. Here's her name on the screen here, Penny. Geeky Niche at Instagram, and then her book, Ungated for Cheap, is the name of the book, and it's in the description below. Let me see if I can find Terry's thing real quick before we end. Will you tell them where they can tell the Slayers where they can find you and your show, Rhonda? Why look for Terry's?
Yes. Every Wednesday I host Brunch with Diva, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern on Instagram. Every other Wednesday I host right here on YouTube. I host Hump Day Happy Hour, and that is at 4:30 p.m. Central Time, 5:30 Eastern Time. Oh my God, if you haven't seen it, you gotta come, you gotta participate, win some prizes, bring your snacks, your beverage of choice, of course, and just have a good time. I mean, it's really fun, it's really laid back, it's whatever kind of conversation that comes to mind or comes up. I mean, it's just a non-scripted show, as they call it. Also, on Sunday, March the 28th, myself and Terry will be hosting Plus Size Reseller Posh and Sip. That starts at 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. noon. And oh my goodness, you guys, we have some amazing, amazing sponsors and giveaways. And it's going to be amazing. We have some amazing speakers. We have a surprise guest. Again, bring your snacks and your beverages and maybe a notepad. You might want to take some notes. You might learn something. We can all learn something new every day. So yes. I'm really excited about this. This is my first Plus Size Posh and Sip. And I'm so happy to have Terry along for the ride. I mean, she is fantastic. She has been fantastic. Yeah. And you don't want to miss this. I'm telling you, this is going to be an amazing event. You can find the link to the event. Now, it is free, of course, but the tickets are available through my Eventbrite. The link is in my bio, as well as Evolving Always. So definitely get those tickets. I just had to add some more tickets this morning. So
I better get a ticket. I didn't know it was gonna sell out. Dang.
yeah, now.
I figured if it was sold out, I'm like, can y'all send me the invite, VIP, because I couldn't get a ticket.
Ma'am, please get you a ticket. Sign up today.
Okay,
If you have not got a ticket, please go to the link in my bio or the link in Evolve and Always bio and register. Again, it's a free event.
And that's how y'all know it's lit if it's already sold out and it's just Friday. So y'all better get over there before it sells out again, because there's only so many spaces available in real life,
Yeah, that's true. And I had to add tickets today. So I'm really excited and thankful for everyone who has already signed up, because I'm telling you, the prizes alone, hunty, the prizes alone is something that you don't want to miss. I think we'll be posting our sponsors probably later today, I think. And once you see those prizes on there, that's enough for you to say, oh, let me go ahead and get my ticket. Yeah.
But get it before you see the prizes, because clearly.
Yeah, but get it before you see the prizes. But, I'm telling you that if that wouldn't be an incentive enough to just come and what you get some valuable information. Kind of like news you could use, boo. Yeah. So who doesn't like that? But at all times, we're just fun. We just want to have a good time and bring some information to the forefront.
Yes. And then I was totally wrong about when Terry's thing is. It is on Tuesday night, March 30th at 5 p.m. at the time, right? It's Amazon 101. So it'll be Terry from Evolving Always, Matt from My World Ecom, Lewis from Lewis Moore III, and Nisha from Geeky Niche. So it is in her Instagram stories. It is March 30th, Tuesday at 5 p.m. in Clubhouse. So yes, that's Terry's show. I don't know why I thought it was tonight. So y'all know where to find me.
Well, what is now talk about your sale. Isn't your sale tonight?
It is tonight. Instagram, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be myself, Moxie, Sugar Bears 04, Ash, Fit Life 2018 _ Poshmark. We will be doing a live sale on Instagram. All of the sales will be shipped out on Saturday. So you buy them tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're shipped Saturday. And then I know all my items are being sent priority mail. I don't want to speak for the other sellers, but you should have it in 2 to 3 days, via priority standard shipping. And I believe some of the girls are putting their stuff in their stories today. So then you can kind of see what the items will be, the brands and the sizes. So you can be ready to purchase at the live sale tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, of course, Rhonda and I are here weekdays at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do have special guests next week. I will put up all of the pre-records and thumbnails of those guests. But I believe Tuesday we do have Amber from Miss N's Closet. Oh, no, not Tuesday. I think it's Thursday, because it's the 1st, April 1st. Yeah, so it's Thursday. We do have Amber from Miss N's Closet. She'll be here with us hanging out. And then we do have Lewis from Lewis Moore III, LM3, on Friday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, formerly known as Sir Flip Salad. Then I don't think we have a guest before that. Do we have somebody Tuesday?
I don't think so. But who knows what can happen over the weekend?
Yes, if you want to be a guest on the show, you can head over to swagslayer.com. And if you want to just chat like we chat here, you can pick the Swagslayer Talk. If you want to be featured and we talk all about you for an hour, you can pick the Swagslayer Feature Friday link, and then you can just book it through there. It should show you a calendar, and then you should only have to put in your name. You make sure you put your Instagram name and your email so I can email you over the link. And that's all. If it asks for your address, it's not working, which I still had the back office people working on it. They emailed me yesterday and said it was fixed. And I said, no, it's not fixed. So they are still working on it to try to make sure it is fixed. But yeah, that is all we have for you today. We will definitely see you on Monday. Well, we're going to see Rhonda on Sunday at her event.
Yeah.
But then we'll be back here. Yes. So
everyone have a fabulous weekend. Have a fabulous weekend, darling.
Yes. So I'm going to get my ticket right now before I can't come to the event. I'll talk to you later, Slayers. Bye.